Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Bible Q&A. Today we're discussing who are the dead? Physically, the dead are people who have lost their lives and they're in the grave and such. But spiritually, it isn't quite like that. Because King Solomon said, "The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead." Proverbs chapter 21, verse 16. A person can't just walk into the grave unless they walk off a cliff or something. But what King Solomon is trying to say here is that they are spiritually dead. In other words, they don't have any belief in God. So spiritually, they are useless to God because they don't believe in Him. That was the sense that Jesus Christ was talking about when He was saying that those who didn't eat His flesh and drink His blood, or bring Him into their lives and listen to what He had to say, would be dead. "Except ye eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink His blood, ye have no life in you." John chapter 6, verse 53. He also made this distinction in Matthew chapter 8, verse 22, when He said, "Follow me, and let the dead bury their dead." There are two different types of dead in this verse. There are people who are physically dead, like they're in the grave, they can't wake up. And there are those who are spiritually dead. They have lost the truth, and they simply don't know why God is important. These are the people who think that they are knowledgeable or they're wise in the ways of the world, but in reality, they don't really know anything. They don't have hope and they don't have any sense. John chapter 9 verses 39 to 41 talks more about these people. God is going to fix this state of ignorance, at least for those who are willing to have it fixed, by preaching the everlasting gospel. "And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people." Revelation chapter 14, verse 6. What this message does is that it teaches you about God, so you can start to learn about God and break down the ignorance you have about God. And then, if you choose to actually take the message and put it in your life, then you can start to revive yourself. The Word of God can bring people to life, according to Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. It isn't instantaneous, but eventually you will start to know more and more about God, and you'll start to be a better Christian. That's how Romans chapter 10, verse 17 describes it. It's a gradual process. But eventually, you will become converted. It is at this point that you are living before God, because He doesn't care about the physical part of living. He can bring you back at any time, but it is the spiritual part that counts. That is when you know about God's plan and how it's working and how you are related to it. And it is at that point that God will be willing to bring you back physically after you have physically died. As Jesus Christ said, "Marvel not at this, for the hour is coming, in the which all that are in the grave shall hear His voice, and shall come forth, they that have done good unto the resurrection of life, and they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation." John chapter 5 verses 28 to 29. And that is where I think I'm going to stop with this Bible Q&A. Who are the dead? Spiritually, they are people who don't know anything about God, and therefore people who don't have any hope. So I advise you, don't be dead, be spiritually alive, embrace the gospel, and live your lives according to it, because you can only benefit in the end. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because it really helps our channel out.